sitting fishing, Cromwell Pool. Just been doing a couple of reviews on the chain. I thought I'd do my pod, my rods, my reels, what I had and what I've changed to. Just changed these in the last couple of years. I'm in the previous position now. I'm getting out. I need kids to spend on, so I've got two sets. I've got a 10-foot set, 3.5 scopes. To be honest with you, I tried all the telescopics and pick them up, feel them. You'll know the scopes are the better rods. And I'm not sponsored by Nash. Like I've said before, I've done this since the 90s. And the last set I had was 15, 16-year-old, including bivvy, bed chair, bed, pods, everything. So the rods I have used, which has been my go-to rods for 15 years, were Gray's X-Flights, the Century Blanks. Absolutely fantastic rods. My son now owns them. 10Ks on them. Unbelievable. Shimano bait runner. Yes, I'm a bait runner, man. I'm old. I can't move to the front clutch. But anyway, just a quick one. 10 foot, 3.5 pounds. Too big for here. But the little rods. And yes, I've got 3 rods out in a tiny pool. Didn't want them there. Anyway, my son got his 550 Shimano bait runner. Yeah, I've got a bait runner. I'm a bait runner, lad. I'm a delkim man. There's no moving parts. I'm a mechanic and bits and pieces, so no moving parts, nothing to break. Delkims, had them for 15 years. Just changed them to the D's, to be honest with you, from the TXI pluses to the D's. My TI pluses were 16-year-old, and I had the same swingers and everything, the whole lot. I mean, I've changed to the Jag pod. I'll be honest with you, it's because I'm lazy. I just want to open the bag and get it out. But I will say this pod is probably, and people keep saying, is it worth it? Yes, they're expensive. The pod I had before was a Fox Stalker pod. And I've had it, and I bought it brand new, 94 I think. It's 1994. And my son's now using it, and it's exactly the same, and it's versatile. It does everything at once. I'm not sponsored by any of them, but if you want to, you can give us a ring. But literally, this pod, out the bag, the quality, everything there. Yes, the 550s, loads of space. I also have a large set. I've got the Gray's Accelerates with me Shimano 14 CI4s, I think that's what they are. And yes, I've just used them for a week in France. They're a bit tight. I've seen the rp1 and now the rp2 is a little bit bigger, but to be honest with you, I'm not changing. I can get them in there. 90% of the time in the UK we're fishing, you know, you end up with a half an acre if you're lucky to fish your own. So you need nothing bigger than 550 reels. I can't fish it 150 yards. I'm not like that anymore. That's my only way I can cast because I'm knackered. I'm old. But it's the pod, yeah. It's a Jag. It's easy to use. Looks nice. But I'll be honest with you, until you get one in your hands and feel the quality, it's not the stablest on here. But to be honest with you, it's doing its job. It's never moved. I've had a fish, never moved at all. But on any kind of softer surface, any grass, one little push on it doesn't go anywhere. It stays absolutely solid. And if I want to take one out and pop it there, I can do it. There's 2 little twists. Everything comes apart, goes over, sits there. Fantastic. You set up. Quick one on the grips as well. I've literally, if your son's got the other setup, the Shimano double grips, the top one and the one that you open up when you push your rods into. I've had them 15 years. They've never let us down. To be honest with you, I do love these Jags. These grips are absolutely solid. Nothing's coming out of there. Nothing at all. The only problem I have got, which I'll ask the question if anybody can answer, is my Gray's Accelerators do have the duplex handles on them, but they're a lot thicker, a little bit thicker. And I was having the problems of pushing these. These are the largest inserts that I could find that I know of. If there is any bigger ones for the slightly bigger handles, if anybody could let us know, it'd be fantastic. But I do believe these are the larger ones with the smallest inserts, so I can put the largest in. They fit the Nash, not a problem, but obviously, like I say, my Accelerates, they just struggle a little bit to push it. I've sort of got to rock it. I've got to give it a little bit of a rock to get it to go deep. And then when it is in, it's a little bit harder to get out. So that's the only problem I've got with them, but I can live with it. Other than that, the Delkim D's, Delkims, like I say, knee moving parts, the swingers work. I'm a purple man. I'm a mad one. Everything I've got's purple. I love it. I'm a vibrant, rad hippie. I want to be a hippie, but I'm bald as a man with no hair. But yeah, that's my setup, lads, and it's what I've done. But like I say, I've only changed, and it's only because of the last few years I've managed to be able to get this slowly. And like I say, I've gone from a Fox Gray's rods, which are 15 years old, Fox Pod, Fox Buzz, but I'll be honest with you, the Delkims have always been Delkims. Went to NEC in 95, I think it was, seen Delhi Self, sure as and I've never gone back. And to be honest with you, lads, all these ones with all these other gadgets, you know, and yes, they don't put a They don't make a bivvy light for it, and you can't do your mobile phone on it, but stick a 9-volt battery in it, leave it there for 5 years, and it'll still work. In the sounder box, to be honest with you, when it goes off, lights up that bright, brightens your bivvy up anyway. Never need it. Delkim don't do it, you don't need to. But yeah, that's it lads. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I get some more fish.